Hello there, my name is Skull. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Last time we went to the apartments to see if there was any way we could get to the harbor, which we didn't find anyway, and we just met with the Wild Pines rep actually to discuss about a way we could get some information about what's going on, but we didn't have our badge, and also that if we wanted a degree we had to investigate something about a drug trafficking problem happening. We decided though for now we were not going to take the deal because our goal is we're trying to get to the harbor again. So I thought maybe she could help out with it, but we didn't. So instead we're going to go back up to Measurehead and we're going to see if we can either persuade him again or see if we can be able to punch him again. Which I would love to punch him again for a second time, of course, because I don't want to agree to him. So we're going to make our way quickly back to where we had. Oop, there's a over here. I wonder if we can take out all of that. Alright, sweet. Sorry about that, we're checking something there. Alrighty, we're back here up on Measurehead. So let's see if we can speak to him again. Oh, we can knock him out again.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let you.
Before I actually stopped, I just remembered, guys, we have the alcohol Commodore Red. And we can drink this if we want to. And as much as I don't want to drink it to keep our guy, you know, still healthy, if you want to get past Measurehead, since we don't have a very high physique, we could drink a little bit of this and try to punch him. I feel like this is a good idea. As much as it's bad, it's the one option we kind of got. So, what's this? Electrochemistry. Well, hello! Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens. Look at the bottle. Light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. The gods have been generous. Better pop it open before they change their minds. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it. Open the bottle. With a satisfying pop at the cork jumps out, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now. Let's drink the poison. A golden sun melts down your throat, its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it, into a happy gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop, a real detective. Incredibly well done. Substance use, alcohol Commodore Red, task complete, find booze and drink it. Hey, plus their XP gain. Sweet. In the bottom right corner of the screen there is a drink button. It gives +1 to physique skills, physical instrument, half-light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember, from the void we came, into the void we must return. Well, we've got a little bit of physique now, and we just drunk a bit. We've got 15 minutes to use it, so let's knock him out.
Your race
Ooh, green, success.
has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft pellet break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time sounds still around you. In distance, the sound of that harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer. Wait, what should I do? Rip into him or back up and perform? I don't know if ripping into would be a good idea, maybe? He may be weakened, but he's a big man. I'd say let's do a flying 360 flying spin kick. Ooh! Oh yeah! Ooh! Oh my god! The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimagined surprise. To your left is the button. Disco Inferno! Level up! XP achievement unlocked, Hyperstellar Law Official. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side. Looks like you're the new Measurehead now. Her voice is surprisingly calm. No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go, before he gets up. Lieutenant makes haste toward the door. We did it, guys! We... we freaking punched Measurehead. Oh, that feels good, actually. We managed to... That feels so good. We managed to kick him. Oh, is it the place? Every worker, a member of the board, is written at the top of their flyers. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. A standard official office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the copy machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. What's in here? File cabinet. On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers. It's unfortunate for the Union just to leave their paperwork lying around like this. Let's see what's in there. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Browse through the folders. Hundreds of documents contain logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world. From Mundi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Corin, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. Anything interesting? It's hard to make sense of this ticket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. What's volition? Let's try to understand them. Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Sumerian monk, focusing through not focusing. Could I actually focus through not focusing? You're a police officer, not a spiritual here. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go. If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other. Is that what you're doing with those folders over there? No, of course not. Well, good. He turns away from the file cabinet. This is a problem not relevant to our case anyway. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery. Still, we need to know what's going on, though. So let's force yourself to go through folders again. We got a 72% chance. We still fail, though. How? Jesus Christ. We have a low volition? Oh, damn. Alright. Well, you're trying hard, but the data here is unbelievably dry. Something about containers. Let's close the cabinets for now. What's this? Postcard Legardin 21. Magnesium. Ooh, Nest Office Shades. Drama. Nice. And we got guys to give us logic and minus authority. Let's put these on. Nice. Does it lead us to go down, maybe? Let's find out. Well, radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. A giant aspirin on the pillow and the pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. What's that? Is that a punch clock payphone? An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. And on the side says, tokens not available due to strike, use change. I don't think we want to make a call, so let's go from where this goes. Does this lead us to the harbor? Let's find out, shall we? Here we are, I think we arrived. Collecting rainwater. Okay. Ooh, lots of tarde over there. Numerous of the bottles of Commodore rather than potent Pilsner, at least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really hard here. Wait, how hard? Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and about almost 4 packs of cigarettes. Must have been pretty hard. Did I do this? Well, the lieutenant looks at you, then the bottles. Yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that was you. That looks like I had a lot of fun. It really doesn't. Lieutenant turns to go. Let's turn our attention to that and move on. So I still remember we still have a level up point here we can spend. I'm feeling I want to go towards volition, maybe. Maybe. or something else. Or visual calculus. We can always continue with visual calculus and see if we can get better with those visual stuff. Or we could just keep our... I'll keep our point. There's nothing I'm, for now, worried about. We can always upgrade if we have to. Got glass tardies here, which I'll collect. We're gonna have lots of money, I think, at the end of this. Money, 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 money. I should stop singing that. I think our bag is getting filled up quite up. How much do we even have? Wow, doesn't even tell us how much we've got there. Jesus Christ, game. Okay. Or there's also bullets. What's over here? Night Watchman's boot. This is Night Watchman's boot. The name on the door reads Rene Arnox. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. Hey Kim, I'm gonna take a quick look inside. Search the boot. If you must. Lieutenant looks around, but please hurry. Pretty to the spot up here. Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Take the picture. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in the street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a royal carabiner uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera. Why'd you take that? Lieutenant adds going to the photo. Something about this man piques my interest. I think this can be a snide thing. Fine. You know what? But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here. Well, let's leave then. Alright, let's go through here. Ooh. All around you, great machines and quiescence. White pine trees are printed onto the screen, covering. Looks like forests under snow. Gonna have to take up magnesium. Don't know why I just didn't take it right now, apparently. This is the harbor. Nosfed. Money. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvelsud. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. A pile of cargo belts used for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. Sounds familiar. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Okay. What about over here? What do we got? More money? Yep. Getting lots of money actually. Industrial sized thermos, smells like burnt coffee. More money! Holy crudge. Ooh. There's a guy over there. The van sags under the weight of rain and snow, white rays and red. Container, container, container. You see?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
Oh. Okay. I didn't think it was a song.
Container, container, used to be Will Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everett.
We say hi or... we'll say hi. Hi!
Everett, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've seen. Kinda makes you feel like an asshole for no apparent reason.
I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What's it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know. And folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with the containers? Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. He waves at the containers towering behind him. Logic easy. You got zero logic though. What's going on here? Look at the mouse container rising behind him. Let's try logic. Nope. Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with a similar childlike wonder. Wow, red is so much prettier than drab old green. Sure is, mister, sure is. Leo looks around merrily. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does, yes, it does. I had to break the bonding moment, but the red containers mean they're replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means the strike isn't going to stop anytime soon. 1 moment. Okay. Where's everyone? The harbor's empty. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gate keeping the scabs from coming in. He leans in with a confidential look. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Huh, you haven't worked for 2 months now. So, no one is working? Not everyone is down there, of course. He chuckles. Mr. Everett is in the office, where he always is, and John Luke is guarding the gate. He... what does he think? But Titus and his boys got into some drinking trouble, and Everett sent them on a nice vacation, for a week or so. He sobs and seems to tell you more. Oh, what kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. He smiles and leans closer. Him and his boys, there's something up in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I had Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. Don't go all bad cop on this simple friendly fellow. What did they actually do? I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let up some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. Another chuckle. Haven't been in fights since I was in middle school. Now, easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hardies. He looks up to you for assistance. Okay, Leo. Let's hear about this fight you got into. I remember I was the runt of the class. He laughs merrily. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brothers always came to help. Once they beat old Neil Becca so bad he needed stitches on his head. Chuckles again. No one ever started another fight with another one after that. This Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around. The little guy starts coughing. You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everett has a brother called Edgar and he helped Leo. Well, we kinda already knew that. Do you work here? Oh, yes, everyone needs a job and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Belek, but everyone here calls me Leo. Little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar's out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett's away. He chuckles. So he's a good friend with them. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady. A good hard chuckle again. Oof. Who is this Miss Beaufort? Lieutenant looks up at Leo. Oh, a real pretty lady with a skin like those ducks and sugar candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done, and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. See on this Miss Beaufort topic. Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned? Oh, Lizzie? She's a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this neighborhood, knows everybody, and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. For a fraction of a second, there's a sadness in his eyes. He goes on. If your missus and me was to have a child, I'd be really happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemon said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has. He sighs and falls silent, watching him meekly with his blue eyes. I think you're doing a good job around here, Leo. Yes, this place really seems to run like a clockwork. Keep it up, Leo. Lieutenant smiles at the little man. Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you means a lot, really. You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here, but you guys are alright. The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot to Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day. What's in the container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm. Oh, that one. There's a container. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Well, I'm looking for the leader of the dockworkers union. Oh, you want Mr. Everett? Then he's an awful nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this neighborhood. He coughs, then continues immediately. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did. We were boys. Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man. Ah, Mr. Abad is where he always is in his office, of course. He points at the 2 joint containers on your right. Okay, I'm off. Bye bye now. He returns to his work. Wait, he works over there? That's his office? Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Whoop, typewriter. Or some sort of typewriter, anyway. A stair made of pallets leading up. Ooh, that's a big laddie. Attacks her and fish tells time. Is that the guy? Holy crap! Everard Clare. Before he was a walrus of a man, seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. That's a big guy. With great effort, he straightens himself in the chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debargeurs Union here in Martinez.
The man acts in the chair and continues. Wait, did he just call us Mr. Dubois? Is that our name? Oh, actually, quickly. Hold up. Interesting. Okay. The man is in the chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Really? One moment, guys. If you're hearing a little bit of click sound, just recharging my headphones. Interesting. The guy just health problems. Really, health problems. Okay. He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding into a chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. Whatever has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from the name. Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat, I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, it's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. I'm giving him the pleasure. Okay. Oh, actually, no, wait. Oh, yeah, Dubois is something, probably a bad name, maybe? Anyone who knows what Dubois is, do comment down below, because I don't know, unfortunately. Okay, let's take a seat.
Mr. Dubois, I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debargeurs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside. Wow, we failed paintbrush roll.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically
It
huge.
should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points to it again. Wow, it's 25 real. That's good money. You need it. Wait, you know Garte?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
As much as I'd like to take the check, this sounds like bribery. Keep it, I'm good.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts then.
Crosses his arms on his ample midsection, sinks right into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun. Lost gun.
Just slug like this move, but all you can hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gone. Wait, how do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be alright. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be alright.
I already am suspicious of this guy a lot, though we were told about them already. It was loaded. There were... It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded. Kim, turn to Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Don't panic, but don't panic. Composure low. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Do you want to spend a point right on composure? Sure. Let's see if this works out. Maybe. Okay. 20% chance. Nope. God, you're sweating. Your knees jerking. You're about to cry. Cry. Aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it. No, I'm not about to cry. Try to stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this Mr. Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the F down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Large man snaps fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding on the chair like a jello shot.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hand somehow. In a kind of throwing motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois. Actually, this chair's uncomfortable. I could use a glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time, and I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask questions. Police officer questions. It's about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity. Could you help me get a dead body down from 3? You might have noticed there's one hanging on a 3 behind the hostel cafeteria. Oh my, he smiled pleasantly. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter? Mr. Clark, the man was hanged by the cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting us the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood. You're a community leader. Help your community out. I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. He licks his fat lips and smiles. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right and then clicks a button. Jean-Luc, the cop best to do in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body of 3 problem. Namely, he needs to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy. Turns back at you. Wait, how did he know we punched him? Like, how did this guy know everything what we've been doing? He's been watching us, hasn't he? Little sly mother crapper. You can find Luke down at the gates, but he smirks. You already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you. No, now that he's back on his feet. Wow, that's quick. I punched him so hard. Or kicked him. I'm going to talk about the hanging. Oh, of course, that's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. He nods. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching gets connected to the strike, so much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. I suggest a but. But there is a thing that's been keeping me at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open. Yes, that sounds good, Lieutenant says with a slow nod. Let's do that. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. Suddenly he slapped himself on the forehead. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors. Kim, is that true? Are we door opening machines? I'm not sure I understand. Looks at the union boss. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen. Ah, come now, I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it. And whose door is it? Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. What do you mean by a weasel? A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. He moves his glasses and rubs his nose. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry, and I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. He puts the glasses back on. I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Harry, my dear friend, he sinks deep into the chair. I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. And why don't you just open it yourself? Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have the extraordinary physique you do. Slams his fists together. You could run around all day. Or you look like you could run around all day. Excuse me. You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you. I repeat, I am a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. Turns back to you. So what will it be, Harry? So, alrighty, before I continue doing on, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna say I can't abstract this thing. Of course, Harry, I understand, but if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Ever worse, we won't be able to speak like eagles about the murder. Perhaps this was just a bad timing for you. Well, you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. He winks at you. For your sake and my sake, and for your gun's sake too. Lieutenant sighs. Yes, we both understand what you meant. This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we should probably reconsider later. You know what, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna leave for now, but we might talk again later. Wait, he leans, reaches in his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. He needs to get in and out through the gate. Thanks, I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out. Here. You're one of us now. A real wet and white union man. Take care, Harry. Okay, guys, and with that, we are going to end the episode here, guys. We have just gotten to the union and we've spoken with Mr. Everard Clare, the union boss leader who sounds a little bit more like a fat bigwig guy. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video though. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you have queries or questions. Until then, I'll catch you guys later in the next episode. See you later.